You know, I made one video and I thought that was going to be enough. I thought preachers were going to see the errors in their ways and not spend thousands of dollars on Gucci slides anymore. Turns out, I was wrong. Welcome back everybody to a new episode of Flexing on Jesus. Today we're going to be revisiting the world of Hypebeast preachers. And by that I mean the preachers that are wearing Off-White, Supreme, Gucci, whatever high fashion brand you can think of, they're wearing it. You would think that being a preacher, with everybody looking at you a couple times a week when you're giving out that sweet message of God, would have some sense. You would think that the thought would cross their mind like, hey, maybe I shouldn't wear $1,000 shoes in front of my churchgoers because they might get mad. Nope. Not at all. And you know, good on them because they have such a low expectation of the people that are coming to watch them every week that they don't care and assume that all the churchgoers won't notice. And they're right. It takes me, a person who doesn't even go to their church, to expose Pastor Vuitton, you try to pronounce that name, for wearing a $2,500 winter jacket in this hot ass summer heat and accented with a $1,200 pair of shoes from a brand I've never heard of. I'm just too poor, I guess. Do you know what a pastor could do with all that money instead of buying an expensive winter jacket? Literally anything else. Once again, this is from Instagram profile Preachers in Sneakers, and we're just going to take a look at some more of their posts exposing some of the preachers that cannot stop flexing on us. So Mr. Manny Arango, who, and I quote from his website, a Bible nerd, a storyteller, a troublemaker. Oh, what kind of trouble does this guy get into? Not read his Bible every night? Who knows? An overcomer and a revivalist. He's up next. This is insane. You already know he had to cop that 2 Chainz Versace collab so he could let the people know that are trying to repent for their sins to not be greedy, man. Come on, just,
share the wealth. Give me, see that little bucket over here? Just put like a couple dollars in it, trust me. Look, I'm not going to buy $1,500 shoes. Don't worry about it. Just come on. You know you want to. These man heels aren't going to buy themselves.
I'm convinced these shoes have added about 5 inches to his height. Holy shit.
Not only am I insecure about my public speaking that I have to flex on you guys so hard, but also my height, so don't talk about it, or Jesus will give you the big old thumbs down.
So you thought that might have been bad. Surely that was the worst case scenario of a preacher buying expensive clothes. There's no ceiling to that, right? It can't get even worse. The preachers would dare not flex harder than Mr. Arango over here. Well, meet Pastor T.D. Jakes, putting him to shame. He was spotted in the wild with a very inexpensive Louis Vuitton bag, clocking in about $2,600. Can you help a guy out? Sometimes with Instagram now, your view of money can get kind of distorted because it seems like everybody all of a sudden has thousands of dollars and somehow not in crumbling credit card debt like me. But $2,600 is a shit ton of money. It probably pays my rent for about 5 or 6 months. And this pastor is just carrying on his shoulder, walking around town on his hip. And in the other pictures I found of him giving out sermons, he's wearing like a nice suit, which personally I don't mind at all. I get that sometimes looking good makes you feel good. But then there's pictures of him with those Louis bags, and it's honestly really fucked up. He's in the donation-based business. You know, a good majority of his income is coming from people trying to buy Jesus' love with their tithings. And while that might or might not work, it won't. T.D. Jakes decided a long time ago he's just going to use the extra money that it gets to buy a $2,600 bag. Because really, what else would Jesus spend it on if he was alive? You think he would spend it on giving back to the people, creating programs to give them better lives? Hell no. My boy JC will be in that swag, that drip, that heat, head to toe, man. I imagine modern day Jesus would be covered head to toe in Off-White, Louis Vuitton, and of course those Gucci slides. Before I go too hard on T.D. Jakes, sorry bro, I know you're watching this. Big fan. Let's look at some other Bible humpers. Oh, okay. Now what we got here is what I like to call a flex fest. It looks like these preachers are hosting some sort of Q&A about Jesus, even though literally everything that you could ask about him is covered in one single book, but that's none of my business. Alright, so at a glance, this doesn't look half bad. I mean, one's got the low Air Forces, one's got the regular Air Forces. Wait, is that like a secret diss? The low ones are a little bit more expensive. Do you think these guys have beef? Like he just wanted to rub in the fact that he could pay a little bit more for a little bit less fabric? I don't know. You tell me. But seriously, these aren't even that bad. I would probably pay around that price for these shoes as well. But then this man on the right, I really wish I knew his name, is rocking the Off-White Nikes priced in at about $2,500. What the... Honestly, what is the point of this? What do these guys gain from wearing these expensive of shoes? They cannot be that much more comfortable. I mean, if I'm paying $2,500 for a pair of shoes, they better damn well have Tempur-Pedic soles. I'd better be flying in the clouds on those shits. And it better have like a foot massager all around it going on at all times. I want that bitch solar powered. I honestly don't see the point. This can also happen too because the people that are going in every week must literally have their hands over their eyeballs every Sunday because I could spot a Hypebeast a mile away. I could smell it. I could sniff it. I could smell the Supreme in the air. I could smell the Gucci slides. Okay? Don't test me. It won't work. These pastors have brainwashed these people so much that they can wear $10,000 plus outfits without even worrying about being caught. Because at the end of the day, the tithings are still coming in. At this point, these mega churches are basically cults because most of the time, the people going to those churches are loyal to that singular pastor like nobody else. They do not, in God's name, do not want any other pastor. God, no. They start looking up to the guy wearing $800 Yeezys, basically associating them with a god, and it's super scary. It's masked like Christianity, but those funds are not being allocated correctly. Sure, some of it is being made into programs, but this is the business of helping others and not themselves, and that's what I think it should be, and they're clearly not doing that enough. Let me not rant for like another hour or something. I'll just say that for like a live stream one day. The grand finale. The most expensive, the most disgusting, the most absolute super mega drip faucet I've seen on a preacher is my pastor John Gray posing like a Roman statue. This should definitely be made into a sculpture. This little thing he's doing right here. I found the next Kickstarter idea, guys. Let's do it. John Gray is flexing in a $9,600 Supreme collaboration with Louis Vuitton in a winter jacket. I don't know when this picture was taken, but you cannot wear that right now. It's hot as shit. That is seasonal right there. God damn. If this is what he's comfortable wearing for an Instagram picture, imagine what he wears outside in real life. Every one of these guys remind me of Kenneth Copeland, who is a super mega church pastor who basically thinks that everybody in a public airplane is a demon.
Why have you said that you won't fly commercial? You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch of demons. Why do you think that?
The main reason is because of the need. If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing.
How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business, but...
Isn't it the business of your donors?
Listen, I paid.
These people must have such a low opinion of their fans because they have the balls to flex their things right in front of their faces. It's so weird that like a big percentage of the people in that profession, they love spending so much money on clothes and material things while also telling you not to do that. Being greedy is a sin while John Gray is wearing a $10,000 winter jacket. What the f? Now, of course, most of the pastors in your local churches are probably okay. I mean, other than the deep-seated hatred they have for themselves, so they have to please everybody else. Just like me, but... And anyways, they're probably decent human beings, but the people leading these super churches, man. I made this video just because I wanted to shed some light on these guys because they're super shady. Get it? But no, these people that are going to their churches every weekend deserve to be shown this video or the other pictures on the Instagram so they have the wool lifted from their eyes so they don't keep these preachers on such a high pedestal, even though they're so flawed too. Probably more than you and I. They're using their power to puff themselves up and buy $10,000 outfits, guys. Private jets too, while they tell you to be more giving and not be so selfish with your money.
Give it to me. Put it in the bucket, please. Jesus wants you to. Do not... Saving money is a sin. Just put it in the bucket, okay? I promise.
Let me know below if you know any other preachers that are guilty of this. I'd love to review their style and their swag, their drip, probably trash. And I could really show how evil they are in the next video too. Alright guys, that is the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to give me a like down below if you are against pastors wearing Yeezys with Louis Vuitton bags posing like a Roman statue. Also go ahead, subscribe below this video. I make weekly content making fun of things, getting mad at stuff, and reacting to weird trends. It's just terrible. You're gonna love it. Okay everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next video. I love you so much. Bye.